Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Bobby, and today we're going to go through some Am I the Asshole posts. There are a couple of them that are kind of funny, a couple of wedding ones, and a couple that might have some trigger warnings. So, if you are ready for that, then strap yourselves in and let's get started. But before we do, please don't forget to drop a like on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And please remember, leave a comment in the comments section below on any of these stories that you have something to say about. Am I the asshole for being mad at the best man's girlfriend for making him choose between a dog and our wedding? My fiance, male 29, and I, female 26, got engaged last October after 6 years together and plan to marry this October. We both have a very complicated family, so we thought a lot about our wedding and decided that we just want peace and don't want to worry about all the family drama. So we plan to get married in Italy with only our best man and maid of honor. It's only a 4-hour drive to a small city we once discovered on a road trip. We invited my maid of honor and his best man to the wedding, call him Mike, male 29, and told them that they could bring their significant other also. The trip will be fully paid for, and Mike is my fiance's best friend since kindergarten. Mike's girlfriend, let's call her Courtney, female 28, and he have been together for 3 years. We were very welcoming towards her, and I befriended her. A lot of things together, helped them move and build their home. Mike and Courtney are getting a dog, hopefully in September. So Mike told us he needed a different hotel because the one we chose is not dog friendly. And at the time of the wedding, which is October, they would probably have the dog. We apologized and looked for another hotel. Then he texted that Courtney thinks the dog wouldn't make the long drive, which we understood. We said that there are probably a lot of friends and family who could take the dog, but Courtney doesn't want that. Mike told us that Courtney would probably stay home with the dog and he would travel alone. Here comes the drama. The following day, Mike wrote us he will not come to our wedding because Courtney doesn't want to be alone with the dog for the weekend and she would also like to attend the wedding. Courtney wrote to me that we could change our wedding month or the place, maybe just a wedding in our hometown, so that they could come. I said no. If we married in our hometown, the families would want to attend, and all the drama between parents and siblings would stress us out. My fiance asked Mike again if he couldn't come alone, and he finally told us that Courtney threatened to end the relationship if he doesn't stay with her and the dog. My fiance was absolutely sad and disappointed and told Mike his feelings. He's normally not over emotional, but that was hard for him. Courtney wrote me the following day as if nothing had happened, and I told her that I'm absolutely disappointed in her and can't understand her behavior and how she puts this dog, who is in absolutely no danger or need to have two people dog sitting him, over our wedding, and kind of accepted her to apologize for all the stress she put us through. Oh, expected. I'm sorry, that was mistyped. She called me an insensitive and offensive person, a bridezilla who wants her wedding above everything, and said she couldn't accept my behavior even if I apologized. I just can't comprehend why I should apologize. I feel like I can express to friends if I'm disappointed, and I absolutely didn't write anything offensive. There's just a couple quick edits. First one says, sorry for the mistakes. English is not my first language. Did fine, Queen. Edit number 2, to clarify, there is no dog yet. They talked to a breeder, and he said that if his dog mama gets pregnant and he has more than 3 babies, they would get one in September. So I definitely think that the bride is not the asshole. I think that Courtney is being very difficult and using this fictional dog as an excuse to kind of mess up the wedding. I don't know why, but that's how it comes across to me. Let's go down to the comments and see what Reddit has to say. Bulbasaur Ranch says, whoa, what the fuck? That girl is way out of line. That is some crazy behavior. There is zero valid reason Mike can't attend. He's pretty spineless, too, himself, to allow her to dictate his plans like this. Courtney is a kind of person not worth knowing. I'd begin to exclude her from everything, but continue to invite Mike to things. Eventually, he will realize that she is preventing him from doing things, not the asshole. While it's pretty bold to assume that Courtney is the kind of person not worth knowing, I agree kind of with everything else that this person says, that the girl is out of line and there's no reason for her to act like this and to try to mess up somebody else's wedding and then call the bride the bridezilla. Nah. Simple Status 15 says, hell, you were generous changing the hotel to a dog friendly one. Best man is a bigger asshole than his girlfriend, not the asshole. Bear Zero X says that is absolutely fucking wild. She's willing to end a 3-year long relationship over a dog she does not own yet. And then Future Ear 6980 responded and says she thinks that she's got Mike in the bag and is only now showing her true colors. So somebody else says she's trying to isolate him. Courtney is jealous that she's not getting married and OP is. Time to find a new best man. Yeah. So in general, OP not the asshole. Interested to hear if you guys have other opinions downstairs in the comments. Okay, so this next one has a trigger warning for abortion. Am I the asshole for aborting my ex-fiance's baby, even though it may be his only chance? Hefty title, I know. I don't want this to be long as I'm on a time limit, so I'll be quick. I, 30 female, have been dating my now ex-fiance, 35 male, for 5 years. From my knowledge, our relationship was perfect. He was a gentleman, a sweetheart, kind and genuine, all the things I ever wanted. A little over a week ago, I started feeling pretty sick, nauseous. The possibility of being pregnant really didn't even enter my mind, as I'll explain, but I took a test anyway and it came back positive. Took another to be sure, and yeah, I'm pregnant. It hurts because I was genuinely so happy at the news, just being really giddy and excited. For context, my ex fiance has little to almost no sperm. Not sure of the medical term, but his balls are too hot, basically. My ex has always wanted to be a dad. That's been his dream since I met him. And when we both had fertility testing, when we started trying, he was crushed learning about his infertility. He went on a pretty bad spiral briefly with alcohol that was hard to watch. Anyway, you can understand how excited I was to tell him all of this. I left work early and headed home, tried phoning him, but didn't get an answer. He was in our bed, fucking an escort. I genuinely can't even explain the heartache I felt. Walking through the house looking for him and hearing them together, the absolutely disgusting things she was saying about me, apparently she got off on the fact that he was cheating. I lost my shit, crying and yelling, dragged her out by her hair, and just started screaming at my ex. He was apologizing, saying he didn't mean to, that he was sorry, and that it was just sex, and that he loved me. The fucking cheater handbook. I was so angry and hurt. I really shouldn't have, but I just blurted out that I was pregnant and would be looking to visit a clinic, booking a visit to the clinic ASAP. He didn't believe me at first, so I threw my tests at him. He started crying a little and then asked if I cheated. I told him it didn't matter either way because I'd be terminating it and left. He's been messaging me constantly, showing up to my parents' place apologizing and begging for me not to terminate. It hurts because I wanted this baby too, and it's not like it's an easy decision, but I can't keep it. I know that I'll always be tied to him for the rest of my life, and I refuse to let that happen. I'm grateful for my baby because they helped me find out about my ex cheating, but I just can't keep it. My ex has been sleeping in his car outside of my parents' house. He caught me one time on the way to work and said that I don't even have to be in his life or the baby's, that I can sign away all parental rights and to just please let him have this opportunity. But I mentally cannot. I know that if I kept it, I wouldn't be able to just give it away. I booked an appointment next week, earliest I can do. So am I the asshole? I feel a bit morally conflicted, especially since this might be his only chance of having biological kids, which he desperately wants. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's a couple of edits here, so I'm going to read those before we head down to the comments. Edit 1. Wow, sorry, didn't expect to have so many responses. I'm a bit emotional and it's given me a lot to think about. I'd just like to add that I'm in no way doing this for revenge or retaliation. That's not my thought process at all. It's purely just me, and I don't really care if it sounds selfish, but I don't feel like I'd be happy if I have this child. I'm thinking about myself, but I genuinely can't express how much I love him. So the hurt of possibly ruining this chance for him, especially when I saw how distraught he was when he was told that it's unlikely he'll have kids, is a lot to deal with. Edit number 2 says, sorry, I can't reply as much as I'd like to, as there's a lot. I only expected a couple of replies, so it's a bit overwhelming. I'm not in the best state, so there's some things I missed when writing my post, but I'm just too tired right now. Thank you for all your words. I'm going to log out since it's a bit much. This is a very fresh post. It was posted 3 hours ago as of recording this, so there are still people adding new responses to it. Let's just go straight to the comments. This is so much. Stony underscore win underscore whatever. This person says, not the asshole, but please get tested for STDs too. If he was brazen enough to bang a hooker in your bed, chances are more than good that this isn't the first time he cheated. You owe him nothing. Your body is yours. And then somebody else responded, says, get tested again 3 months after the breakup. Some things don't show up immediately. So a lot of people are saying that about the STDs and how he's a cheater, not the asshole. It's not pretty being pregnant, and you never know what kind of long-term damage it can do to your body. All for a cheater? No, it's not worthwhile. Particularly considering your worst case situation is death. Don't risk your life to appease this bastard. So I'd also agree. This OP is not the asshole. This is your decision. If you're in a state that you are allowed to make that decision, then you are very lucky to be able to do so. And you shouldn't worry about hurting him or his chances of having kids because he didn't worry about hurting you while he was fucking around on you. So just take care of yourself, bro. Honestly, take care of yourself. You've got a lot going on right now, and you just need to do what is best for you. This could be controversial. I don't know. So go ahead and drop your opinions below. Let me know what you think. Is this person an asshole in your mind, or is this person right for taking care of themselves? Okay, so this one is going to come with a trigger warning for child assault. So if that's going to trigger you, then either skip past or we'll just see you in the next one. I'm going to go ahead and jump into it right now. This is from r/AITA underscore WIBTA underscore public. And it's, would I be the asshole if I tell the whole family what he did? Recently found out my brother-in-law assaulted my 8-year-old. We have a large family with lots of kids. He's been inappropriate to females and been caught cheating. But I'm not sure if it's just my emotional state or what, but I want everyone to know. We've already planned to tell the parents of the younger kids in the family to make sure he doesn't get left alone with them. But I think his life needs to be ruined. I think he needs a scarlet letter tattooed on his face. Already in it. This is a really short one, but there's edits that makes it long. So, ETA, we have called authorities and are taking this seriously, but I just wanted to know if we should tell everyone or let the events be shown when the authorities are there. We've also contacted anyone who has little kids and let them know. My kid is my first priority, and I just want to be sure I'm not going to act out of anger and hurt his family who had no part in it. I apologize for the lack of original information. There's another edit that says, already had called the police and pressed charges well before posting. I just wasn't sure if I should tell everyone what happened and why he was arrested, or let them all find out after he was arrested. Please be kind, as I am not an idiot and just looking for advice. I did take action, and this was all in regards to tell the family members that didn't have children. I get that you may read a post and get upset, but I am doing the best I can in regards to the situation. There's no book in how to handle this. Update. We told everyone, and oh, the stories of other assaults just came flooding in. Apparently, he just thought a kid this time was better. I don't know. But I told my brother in law, which is also his boss, and he's also an extremely religious man, and well, that brought a side I've never seen. His wife hasn't seemed to care, and that's disgusting on its own. She was her godmother, but that isn't the type of godmother I want around my children. My little one has been doing better and her happy self, which is the biggest relief of all. I've reached out to my insurance to get a list of therapists in our area. We've been working on giving her the most support possible with everything that's going to happen. My main concern is her knowing she's not at fault and we love her and believe her and will do whatever it takes to give her justice. Thank you for all the comments. Some gave me a well needed laugh. Once things get moving, I will try to update. Just waiting on the police to investigate. This is heavy. Let's just go to the comments. I'm not ready to comment yet. Coco Almonds Rock says, the police need to be told. Let the family find out then. This should not be rug swept, and secrecy is rug sweeping. The brother-in-law needs criminal consequences for criminal behavior, and the child needs therapy. Not doing those things is being complicit. And as the OP already addressed in their edits, that yes, they have called the police. Yes, they're getting the child therapy, so all is good in that area. Somebody else pointed out that telling everyone in advance they may hide evidence. Wait until he's arrested. Somebody else said, I'm kind of torn on this one. I can agree that evidence may be hidden, but if the cops aren't quick about it, and hopefully they are, more kids could become victims. Such a garbage situation to be in. Hope everything works out for the OP and family. And this one's interesting. Police officer here. Generally, we do try to keep the investigation under wraps, but we definitely balance that with the risk of further harm, i.e., when is the suspect going to be in contact with kids next, etc., etc. So I think basically the OP was just saying, should I tell the whole family what happened before the police do? With a caveat that they've already told the people who have children. They just want to know if they should tell the other parts of the family that don't have children, or if they should wait till the cops do their investigation and everything. The question was, would I be the asshole if I tell the whole family? No. Simple answer, no. Anybody who will assault a child is a piece of shit and should get everything that's coming to them. And I don't have anything else to say about that, except for I hope the child/children who are involved are doing okay and have the support that they need. This one's a bit of a short one, so let's just jump into it. Posted in r/am I wrong by user beefybetty123. Am I wrong for viewing this as cheating? Okay, so I, 24 male, have been dating my girlfriend, 23 female, since we were 17, except for a year during college when we broke up due to long distance issues with her in college and me in the military. We had talked for several months and called/FaceTimed almost every day before we started dating again. And during that time, she had several casual relationships with other guys while still telling me she loves me and wants to get back together. Long story short, we get back together after the military, and I find out about this about a year and a half after the fact. Her excuse was, yes, I loved you, but I didn't think we'd be able to make it work because of the distance, so I wasn't really cheating. Parentheses, he says she knew I had 6 months left in my contract at the same time. So she not only lied to me for a year and a half, but she also fucked at least 4 dudes while telling me she wanted to get back together and wanting me to take leave and visit her. I see her point because we weren't technically dating at the time, but it still feels gross to me. Am I wrong for viewing it as cheating? I don't think he's wrong for feeling the way he feels. She probably should have been more upfront with him about the fact that she was dating around. My question is, did he date around? Because the military, from what I've heard, is notorious for people messing around with each other. And that's not to say that everybody in the military does stuff like that. This is literally just what I've heard. I have no experience with it. I don't think he's an asshole for thinking it's cheating. I don't think he's wrong for thinking it's feel like he's wrong for being hurt. I don't think he's wrong for it feeling gross to him. I don't think she was technically cheating, but I do think again that she should have been honest with him. I feel like she was playing him a little bit. Let's go down to the comments and see what other people say. Okie dokie artichoke says, did you ever watch Friends? Ross constantly having to yell, we were on a break. Laughing while I'm crying emoji. I see posts like this all the time and think about that. She wasn't cheating if you guys were broken up, regardless of your conversations. But if you can't get past it, then you'll need to break up with her. There's no point in staying in a relationship if there's no trust. I would tell her the same thing if the roles were reversed. At work was already take. I guess this is probably another throwaway. Replies and says, except in this instant, it wasn't even a break. They were fully broken up and simply talking. Even Rachel wouldn't have a sliver of a point here. This dude is just plain wrong. But the fact that he calls it gross rather than just admitting it's both jealousy and envy says a lot about his maturity. North underscore journalist says she was telling him she loved him while fucking other dudes. Maybe not cheating, but definitely a compelling reason to cut her out of your life. At work was already take replied again and says, quotes, she loves me and wants to get back together. And he says, but he wasn't getting back together with her. That's on him. They had no commitment. Are you saying that if you love someone, you can't sleep with other people? How ridiculous. So you have to wait until you don't love your ex anymore before you sleep with people. It's only a compelling reason for very immature people. And famous hyphen view says, lol, if you love someone, you typically don't end up fucking other people. Jesus. Grizzle Grim says, I love my mom, but I fuck my wife. Irrelevant, sir, or ma'am, or they, whoever you are, that is irrelevant. I stand by what I said, honestly. I think that I think that technically, it's not cheating because they weren't together, but I don't blame him for being hurt by her lack of honesty. What do you guys think? Okay, this one is an Am I the Asshole? A wedding. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for picking my college friend's wedding over my childhood friend's wedding? Bridesmaid for two weddings on the same day. So, I am a bridesmaid for two weddings. One is local in Dallas, Texas, and the other is destination in Miami, Florida. They are both on the same day. To simplify things, I am calling the girls Dallas and Miami. Dallas is a childhood friend. We were also college roommates for a year. We don't see each other as often, but when we do, it's just like old times. So many memories. Dallas is also one of the sweetest people in my life. Miami is a college friend, a different friend group than Dallas. We grew closer after college. Miami actually plans my birthday every year. Our friend group is six girls, and we are so close. Like all girlfriend groups, there is drama, but we always remain best friends. We all hang out all the time. All of my girlfriends from college are also bridesmaids for Miami. My husband is friends with their boyfriend slash husband, so he prefers this wedding by a mile. Miami told me her wedding date first at a group dinner, but did not put a deposit. I informed Alice the next day, who then tells me she was planning for the same day. There isn't much overlap in the weddings as far as mutual friends. However, me and another girl are bridesmaids for both. After hearing this, Dallas tried to pick the week before Miami's wedding, but it ended up getting booked. So her only option was the same day as Miami, according to her. Dallas then put the deposit first. She then informs me and my other friend, since we're invited to both weddings as bridesmaids. My other friend tells her immediately she's going to Miami's wedding because they're childhood friends. So after that, Dallas is hoping I go to her wedding because my other friend already picked Miami's wedding. Also, since Dallas and I are childhood friends. I tell her over the phone that it was not easy, but I have to go to Miami's wedding because she asked first. Dallas is furious with me to the point where she doesn't want to be friends anymore. Am I an asshole? She says she put the deposit first. Miami should change her wedding date. She can't just call that date without a deposit. I understand her frustration. Two bridesmaids not coming. I said I will make it up to her if I'm still invited to anything wedding related, but she is so mad at me. Did I do the morally right decision? I would have major FOMO if I missed Miami's wedding. All my friends are there, and she asked me first, but Miami wouldn't end the friendship if I chose Dallas. They were also both bridesmaids for my own wedding last year. Edit. Dallas supposedly only had two dates available for her wedding because of her husband's busy schedule. One was the week before Miami's wedding, the other is the week of Miami's wedding. The wedding is Labor Day weekend 2025. Miami picked that date because so many people have to travel and they will already be off due to the holiday weekend. Miami did not put a deposit because she is between two venues on the same day. She's putting the deposit Tuesday after their parents agree with the venue she chooses. She was just waiting for them to fly out and check it out. She assured me that the date would not change. It was just hard to decide the venue because they had two great options. Yes, of course, Miami's wedding will be more fun. At the end of the day, I truly had to make a decision that was fair to both. If Dallas told me first, I know in my heart I would have picked her wedding. It's only fair. And then using my younger brother's Reddit account. Fine. Let's just go to the comments and see what everybody's saying down here. Mother underscore tradition says, not the asshole, you're entitled to make your own choice. However, I'm not buying that you're choosing Miami's wedding simply because she gave you the date first. Dallas is a point. If you don't have a venue, you don't have a wedding date. You're choosing Miami's wedding because you are closer to her than you are to Dallas. You even say in your summary that her wedding is going to be a lot more fun. Your decision is based on closeness, not fairness. If a stranger can see that, so can Dallas. That's probably why she doesn't want to be your friend anymore. It's really painful to learn that you're closer to someone than they are to you. Somebody responded to that and said Dallas also made it a point to put a deposit down first, which seems, if not a test, then test adjacent, which is a crappy thing to do. When she knew two people she wanted in her wedding had already committed to being in another. Dallas fucked around and found out, and some of the responsibility for the resulting hurt feelings is on her. I think I'd also feel more charitable Dallas if she was just pulling back some from the friendship because, yes, it does hurt to know you feel closer to the other person. But instead, she reacted with, be in my wedding or the friendship is over, and that is also crappy. Personally, I'd pick the person who is not giving me a butthurt ultimatum to try and guilt and coerce me into their wedding. Pomegranate Cute says, for real, Dallas gave me jealousy vibes. OP informs her she's unavailable one day for Miami's wedding. Now, Dallas says she was planning for that day too and can't get another day, which is weird to me. So she books a deposit quick. Then sets an ultimatum. Maybe I'm reaching here, but it feels like Dallas may be jealous of OP and Miami's relationship. I don't know if this is petty or if it's serious because I've never had this issue. Um, so I really think that you should just be in the person's wedding you want to be in as long as you didn't make a commitment ahead of time to the one friend. As long as you're not breaking any commitments, do what you want to do. Be in the wedding you want to be in. And I don't know. That's it. What do you guys think? Have you guys been in this situation before? Let me know down below. And that is all the stories I have for you today. Please don't forget to drop a like on this video, leave your comments in the comment section below, and hit that subscribe button on your way out. And I will see you here next time. Bye.